What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I know I am. If you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam, your kid will be a nerd. Yeah, that's right, guys. I know most of you aren't parents yet, or at least hopefully you're not, but if you don't press the like button, then your kid will 100% be the dude drinking milk bottles in the corner of the lunchroom while eating glue. Today, I've got a story about the most savage kid to basically ever exist, you know, a real, one-of-a-kind type of guy. It's this kid that I've been seeing at the skate park every day for like a week now that is just the most entertaining person that I've ever seen. And I know you guys are going to be entertained because I officially got, you know, enough stories about this kid to hit that sweet 10-minute mark. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. I've been going to the skate park more recently, okay? I'm a little bit older now, so running around getting yelled at and kicked out of good street spots isn't as fun as it used to be. So whenever I feel like skating, I just go to the skate park. And for the most part, you know, I don't know a ton of the people there. A lot of the kids there, I'm just too old to really know. And I'm not really out there trying to be homies with everybody who's there. And one day I'm chilling at the skate park and I'm just doing my thing, skating around. And this little kid who can't be older than 11 walks up to me wearing a Pikachu shirt and basically is like, yo, do you have any money? Because I really want to go to the ice cream man and my parents won't give me any money. And I'm like, damn, this kid's kind of direct, you know? He's really out here hustling. This man really wants his ice cream, just walking around asking strangers for bands. And there's another guy there who was like 24, and I figured it was his little brother or his kid or something. So I'm like, sorry, dude, I don't have any cash on me. And the kid's like, oh, yeah, whatever. They take card, though. Like, totally trying to convince me to go buy him ice cream. And I just thought it was funny, you know, because this little kid really didn't care, bruh. He was just asking people for money. He didn't care. And so a little bit later, you know, I'm skating around and I walk up to that guy who was around my age, like I said, who's 24. And I tell him, you know, oh, your little brother's super funny. And I tell him the story about the kid asking for money. And he looks at me and goes, bro, I thought it was your little brother because he came up to me and asked me for money. And this is right before school got out. So we are the only 3 people in the skate park. It's me, this other older dude, and this like kid. And so we realized that this kid, we don't know who he's here with. He's just here alone at the skate park in the middle of the day. And not wanting to be somebody that just lets like this 11-year-old kid who ran away from home chill at the skate park all day, I walk up to him and I'm like, all right, let's go get you this ice cream, you know? And there's like this food truck thing that's always parked there that has like fancy ice cream at the skate park, which is a pretty weird place to sell fancy ice cream, but whatever. Me and this other dude and this kid go over there and we get him ice cream and we're just talking to him, trying to make sure that like somebody knows he's here and he didn't just escape from the local elementary school, like, you know, an escaped prisoner. And he starts telling us that like he's homeschooled, but his mom sleeps a lot, so whenever she's asleep, he just comes to the skate park. Like, this poor kid, you know, is just wandering around the neighborhood because his mom passes out every day. And he starts, you know, telling us about how he like really loves all the stuff at the skate park and how he has a ton of fun doing it. And he's using like a razor scooter from, you know, 2003 to whip around this place. It was so beat up that the handles were like foam, but the foam had ripped off, so he was just going down jumps holding metal in his hand. Probably not the most comfortable way to do it. But this kid is just funny, dude. He's making us laugh. He's talking to us and he seems pretty chill. So we get him ice cream and, you know, we kind of decide that we're friends now. Like, we're all kind of homies, all right? If he's at the skate park and I'm at the skate park, I'm gonna make sure nothing bad happens to the kid. But for the most part, he's just minding his own business, doing his thing with his razor scooter. I don't want to interrupt. And I do think the kid's entertaining. Like, he's savage enough to just walk up to people and start asking for money when he doesn't even know them. That's pretty entertaining to keep around and just watch the shenanigans. So a couple days later, I go back to the skate park and sure enough, dude, that kid is there and so is that other dude, you know? And it kind of becomes this routine where every couple days I would go to the skate park and hang out, and almost without fail, this kid and this other BMX dude are there. And, you know, we just start vibing and we're hanging out, and the kid starts to be like, hey, can I borrow your skateboard every now and then? So whenever, you know, I was getting tired, I would just kind of go sit on the side, get on my phone, check Instagram, and just let the kid ride my skateboard. Except one day he goes, yo, let me ride your skateboard. I'm like, all right, dude, here you go. So I give it to him and I start checking my phone, and I'm not really paying super close attention to whatever he's doing, mainly because at this point, you know, the kid who I'm gonna name Trevor for the rest of this video would just ride around the skate park and do his thing. But to this time, as I'm looking at my phone, I start hearing the shrieking of what can only be a Karen going ballistic if a kid, you know, is doing something she doesn't approve of. So I start looking around, looking for the source of a soccer mom yelling, and over on the playground, which is like 200 feet away, I see a soccer mom yelling at the roof of the bathroom. And I don't know if you guys have these types of bathrooms at your park, but it's like a building with a slanted metal roof on the side that almost looks like it's like a ramp. And sure enough, there's a soccer mom looking at it yelling, and I look up, and the kid, who's like 11 years old, still wearing the same Pokemon shirt he had with a Charizard on it, is standing up there looking like he's about to try to drop in off the roof. And this kid is just smiling like crazy as he goes off the roof, and he drops in, and this little kid goes flying down the side of the bathroom roof, drops off, hits the ground, and falls off the skateboard. So I like run over there to make sure this kid didn't split his ankles, and he is laughing. And the soccer mom is already over the top of him being like, "Oh my God, you could have hurt yourself. Do you have any idea like how dangerous that was?" And he gets up, he's like, yeah, Karen, whatever. And she's like, "Where's your parents? I can't believe that you would be so irresponsible to launch yourself off the roof." And this 11-year-old kid starts being like, "Whatever, Karen, like, okay, Karen, all right, you're not my mom. You can't tell me what to do." And he's arguing with this lady because he just dropped off the roof of the bathroom. Just totally sent it, fails, ate it, and is laughing. Like, this kid just really doesn't care. The man is an absolute savage. Like, when I say this kid is a savage, he really is. He's arguing with the soccer mom after he just jumped off the roof on a skateboard just to YOLO it, you know? Hey, kid can't kickflip, never done an ollie, doesn't matter. Throw yourself off the roof of the bathroom, I guess, which I don't recommend. Don't try that one at home, boys. The kid is just a savage. Like, he's arguing with this soccer mom, and she's like, "That's it, I'm gonna take you home. Where do you live?" And he's like, "Whatever, lady, get your hands off me, I'm staying." So, you know, this is like this kid. The first week I know him, he's throwing himself off bathrooms, and he just becomes entertaining, you know, and he's hilarious. And then he starts, you know, coming up to me and talking to me more because obviously after the soccer mom's yelling at him and he threw himself off the roof with my skateboard, I felt a little more responsible for him, you know, like I got to make sure this kid doesn't throw himself off a roof again because I just feel like, you know, if I endorsed that, I would be a bad role model, and I can't do that to everyone out there. So the kid would just start like learning how to throw himself down stuff. There's these stairs in the skate park, and he's trying to jump down them with his razor scooter without grips. Like, the kid is just a savage. He doesn't care. It's like Johnny Knoxville, you know, fighting a bull. You're like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. He doesn't care. The kid just likes to do crazy stuff for the fun of it. So whatever, me and this dude, you know, like I said, are just keeping an eye on this kid, making sure he's never into trouble. I don't know where the kid's parents are. His mom was never there. His dad was never there. He was always there at like 11 a.m. whenever I would go, and that other dude on the BMX bike was there because he worked nights. Like, we don't really know what's up with this kid. He shows up. He's always got clean clothes on. He's always, well, like, he's never starving. So I guess they're taking care of him. I don't really know what's up, but the kid's a unit willing to basically jump down anything on a razor scooter, and he's funny and he's interesting to keep around for entertainment. Plus, I was just making sure he wasn't getting into too much trouble. But one day, the BMX dude brings his girlfriend, who, keep in mind, is like 23, and this kid is the funniest thing I've ever seen. So, you know, I get introduced to his girlfriend, and we start telling her about this kid that's always hanging around, and she's like, "I know, my boyfriend's been telling me all about it." So I'm telling her and him about the soccer mom thing because he wasn't there to witness it. And the kid walks up to the girl and, like, you know the thing where they lean against the wall in the movies, like against the locker to hit on the girl, and it's supposed to look all smooth? And this 11-year-old starts hitting on this dude's 23-year-old girlfriend, being like, "Hey, baby, you know, I can treat you like a man. Like, I may be short, but I'm tall where it counts." He's like just hitting on this girl, and we're laughing. And she's obviously like, she's not playing along with it, but she's, you know, laughing at it because the kid's just, you know, flirting with this girl and thinking it's slick. So, you know, he starts being like, "Oh, come watch me do tricks." So he's hitting on this dude's girlfriend. You know, he's like trying to hold her hand and like show her how to ride a razor scooter. The kid is just a savage, dude. He really does it. Like, it's just the most savage 11-year-old you ever seen, dude. This kid's on a razor scooter with a fidget spinner just whipping around the park trying to steal your girlfriend if anyone's at the skate park. But the one thing amongst all this, hitting on girlfriends, throwing himself off bathrooms, being a savage to soccer moms, is he was always asking to borrow my skateboard, like, all the time. So the kid was entertaining. I was kind of hanging out with him in a not hanging out with him, you know, I wasn't my best friends with the kid, but I would just make sure that he wasn't getting into trouble. So me and the BMX dude decided that we were going to get him a skateboard. He had some old trucks laying around. I like to skate. I've got a couple decks that I like wasn't really skating, so we decided to give him a skateboard, and we gave it to him, and he was like so hyped. And ever since, you know, he's been progressing a lot. It's just been funny to watch him like learn how to skate. So, you know, this video, I guess, is dedicated to the kid that is an absolute savage at the skate park. If you're ever going to go there, I'm not going to say what skate park it is. I would be careful to bring your girlfriend because, homeboy does spit some mad game, you know. He's an absolute unit, and he will 100% steal your girl. Honestly, guys, I know this is a pretty innocent story. It's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not too crazy, but it's just something that makes my day a little bit better is watching this kid just be a savage. So, yeah. On that note, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought. Subscribe if you're new, and turn on those notifications. If you turn on notifications, send a screenshot to my Instagram at Scrubby. I shout somebody out every day. Today's shout out goes to Scrubby with an N for the U. Big thank you for having on those notifications. Cop yourself the merch if you haven't already, if you really want to support the channel. And remember that kids on Razor scooters do have a 300% chance of stealing your girlfriend. On that note, guys, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.